Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. I am back to filming and I'm going to show you guys how I got this look using a bunch of my current favorite products, and I'm going to be updating you guys on a few things that have happened over the last 4 months in this video as well. So if you want to hear some of my updates and also see how to get this look, then just keep watching. So we're just gonna jump in. It's been so long since I filmed, so I'm so excited to be doing this. I'm basically just gonna be kind of getting ready and kind of updating you guys on everything that has been happening since my last video. And while I'm doing that, it's basically, this video is just me getting ready with all of my current favorite products. I have found some staple products for me lately that make me never want to buy any other versions of these items ever again. So I'm going to show you guys all that, talk about everything, and yeah, so let's just get into it. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is priming my face with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I actually got this, I think it was either a sample or I got it as a point perk because I had always wanted to try this, but the full size is like $60, so I wanted to, once I saw I could give it a try for free, I did, and it comes with a good amount of product. So I have really been loving this lately for just the hydration step in your, in your routine. I like to hydrate my face quite a bit, even though I am oily, just because I feel like my foundation looks so much better this way. And then if you have watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that I have used this for a long time. This is the Guerlain Blurring Active Base. Still not done with it because I've been switching around through different primers. But one thing I told myself is I'm not buying any more face primers until I finish what I have, because it just got out of hand and I don't need this many. Once I find the ones I really love, like the Tatcha Silk Canvas and now this one, I really don't need anything else. This is literally almost out, but there's still some. So I'm just putting this in the T-zone area. So I know it has been so long since I filmed. I did not intend for this to happen. I think my last video was in April of this year, which I can't believe is already 4 months ago. But I ended up going on a bunch of trips during that time, and I had so many plans to have all these videos done and filmed while I was on the trips, and it just never happened. When I was on the trips, I just got really into enjoying the moment. I tried to vlog when I was in California for Coachella, but that just didn't happen. I really was just enjoying it and all of that, so I'm so sorry about that. I'm trying to get better, and maybe we'll vlog some future stuff that I have coming up. But yeah, so that is what happened, and then once I came back, it just seemed like I never had the time, and when I did have some time, I just wanted to do other stuff, and I just was uninspired, and I was getting kind of discouraged because, I don't know, I just was. But now I'm trying to make my comeback, and I have some other things that I want to share with you guys in a bit, but let me start on my face makeup. So one thing that this is what I got after I had not posted any videos. This is the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer. This is the only thing I have been using. Even my Instant Age Rewind I have not been using lately, just because I love this so much. I still love the Instant Age Rewind, so if you're looking for a drugstore concealer, then that one is definitely a good one. But ever since I got this, I just can't stop using it. It is so good. So I basically just do what I usually do. I put some, under my eyes and on any problem areas, just to add a little bit of coverage. And I have also been using it as an eye primer, which that's another thing that I think I'm going to stop buying is eye primers, because 9 times out of 10 I end up using my concealer because it just makes it so much easier, and it's just one less step to have to worry about. And when I'm bringing stuff back and forth between my house and my boyfriend's house, it's do I really want to bring another item, So I think the eye primer that I love the most, besides just using a concealer, is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. So that one I have a good amount left. I have almost a brand new tube of it, but once I use up all my other stuff that I have, all the other eye primers, I don't think I'm gonna purchase any new ones until maybe my primer potion runs out, just because I really do love that one. So I've lately been trying to come to terms with the fact that I don't need a million of the same thing. Like, I don't need 50 different primers, I don't need 50 different eye primers, 10 different concealers, you know? It's just, it's too much. I have been realizing that my collection is just so much for the average person, and that's what I am right now. And I know that's what a lot of you guys are too, you know? I don't know if you guys have gotten sucked into watching like beauty videos and getting like wanting to buy the things they have, but honestly, even they can never get through all of the product that they have, even though this is their job. So there's no need for me to definitely go out and buy all that stuff. So I'm really trying hard to rein in my beauty purchases, even though it's very hard because there's always something new. Like, I just saw Kylie Cosmetics just announced her birthday collection, and her birthday collection last year was actually what made me try her brand, and I'm so tempted by it, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to resist it. I'm gonna try. So anyway, that is the concealer. I really like it. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know, I have no complaints about it. I love it way more than I thought I would because I am so picky with concealers. The Instant Age Rewind is honestly like the only other concealer that I truly love. So the fact that I really love this one, I'm sticking with it. I love it. So the next step is foundation, and I'm so happy to tell you guys, I think I finally found my like holy grail foundation, other than like my YSL Touche Eclat All-in-One Glow, but that's more of like a lighter coverage, and my Naked One and Done from Urban Decay, those are more for like if I'm, you know, just like very light coverage. I wanted something that was a little bit more fuller coverage, but not anything too crazy, and I'm happy to say I have really been loving this, and it is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I know I am like so behind on this one, but my friend, she loves it and has gone through like a whole bottle. She's on her second, and she swears by it, and I decided to try it out, and I'm so happy I did because I really love it. I have no complaints about it. And you're gonna notice that Nars has been taking quite the spot in my makeup collection here, so I really love this. My favorite thing to do is take my, it's damp sponge, but it's not like drenched, and I like to take my Smashbox primer water and just spray my sponge. I don't know why, but I feel like this does make a difference. I guess because this is like a primer water and it's not just water. And I will put some of this on the back of my hand, probably like 2.5 pumps. I'm not super, I don't like to cake it on too much. I want coverage, but I don't want too much coverage. So then I'll just take that on my sponge and kind of blend it out. So while I'm doing this, I guess I'll tell you some other stuff. I honestly had so much fun at Coachella. It definitely isn't like my favorite festival I've ever been to. There were some things I just really didn't like about it. It was very like, I don't know how to explain it, but the people just didn't seem as friendly as some other festivals I've been to. But don't get me wrong, we did meet some really nice people. So yeah, I was happy with that. I'm so happy I went. I don't know if I will ever actually go again, to be honest with you, just because it's so expensive in California and the tickets are so expensive to go to Coachella. I got the tickets to go as my graduation present from getting my bachelor's degree, so that's kind of what made it more feasible to go, I guess. Whereas if I had to pay for it myself, I don't know. I just would rather put my money towards festivals that I truly love, and I wasn't like super in love with Coachella, I guess. I mean, it was really fun though. I'm so happy I went. We stayed in LA for a couple days before Coachella, and it was so fun. It was so expensive, don't get me wrong, and it was not like what I was thinking it would be. But we did the Hollywood Sign hike and the Runyon Canyon hikes, and oh my gosh, it was incredible. I'm going to try to insert a couple pictures for you guys to see. I might even have some like film footage from when I was attempting to vlog that I can insert so you guys can see that as well. I truly loved those hikes. I wish I had hikes like that where I live. So I'm just really trying to make sure I blend this out well. And I'll even like spray my sponge again and just kind of tap over everything a little bit more. The thing I've learned with doing my foundation is that even though I am oily, it just keep adding back in moisture. And that's what keeps it from getting like cakey at all. So that's what I've been doing, you know. I use my setting spray a bunch throughout the process, you know, use this, but it really helps it to not cake up. I feel like it looks super pale on camera. Maybe I turn my light down a little bit. Okay, that's a little better. Alright, so now on to the next favorite that I have been loving, and that is the Jeffree Star Magic Setting Powder. I have literally not used another setting powder since I got this when it launched. I'm not even joking. I have only been using this, and I'm not mad about it. It has like the nice faint little like cotton candy smell that I don't think is overpowering. I don't even smell it after I initially apply it. It's just right when I do it. But I feel like it just gives this nice like airbrushed look, and I just truly really love it. So if you guys were thinking about trying it, I definitely would. So anyway, yeah, Coachella was fun, California was nice. I'm really happy I went. I don't think I would really go back to LA specifically again, but I definitely want to go see other parts of California at some point in my life because California is huge. So I definitely didn't even see even a small percentage of it. I didn't even make it to the beach because where we were staying in LA was kind of far with the traffic. It was probably would have been like a 30-40 minute drive, assuming traffic went well. So we didn't make it over there. We did some other stuff, but it was a really fun time. So after we went to California, we came home for a week, and then we left to go to Europe. Now, I am going to say that I did so much travels in such a short amount of time. It was exhausting. Honestly, I don't know if I would ever do that many things back to back ever again. Ever again. So, but we went to Amsterdam, Belgium, and Paris while we were in Europe, and it was all so beautiful. My favorite place definitely was Amsterdam, and Belgium was really nice too, but I just loved Amsterdam. Paris was nice, it was very pretty, but I definitely would say that I liked Amsterdam and Belgium more. I don't know, I just did. I thought it was awesome. I'll try to maybe insert some pictures from the trip, from that trip as well. It was a really fun time. I really wish I would have like been on my game with vlogging just for like memory purposes, but it was honestly freezing while we were over there. Freezing for me at least. It was in the 50s and 60s most of the time, and then in Paris it got down to like, I don't know, it was like really low 40s. You could see your breath. It was raining, so I did not want to be vlogging while I was freezing cold and trying to like take it all in, because you know, sometimes when you're too busy filming things, you're not really living it, and I really wanted to live it because I probably won't go back to Europe for another, probably not till 2021 when I finish with my master's degree. We're planning on taking kind of a year to just only do like one trip, but not to Europe, so yeah. So the next step I'm gonna do is show you my other favorite, and that is my bronzer, and it is the Nars Lagna bronzer. Again, I know I'm like so behind, but I've never tried any like Nars face products like this. I had only ever tried the Nars like tinted moisturizer, and I liked it, but I had never tried any of this stuff. But I love it so much. It's so pretty. I just love it. So I'm gonna take my fluffy brush and just bronze the skin up with that. So yeah, Europe was really nice. It was just really pretty. I love traveling, and I wish I could do it all the time. I'm sure we all do. But it was a lot for sure, because we got back from Europe, and then a week later, literally, or like 6 days after we got back, we got on a ship to go on a 6-day cruise, and I absolutely love cruises. Cruises are probably my favorite vacation because, for one, it's the most like bang for your buck. You know, you pay one price and you have all your food, you have events, and there's just always something going on the ship. You can truly just relax on a cruise too. Whereas when you go to Europe, you know, there's different types of vacations. There's the ones where you just relax and lay back like a cruise, and then there's the one where you're like go, 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 and you're not really relaxing because you're trying to take in all the sights. So the cruise was a really nice change of pace after doing California and Europe, and I just love cruises. If you guys have never been on one, I totally recommend that you do go on one because it's so much fun. And we went on Carnival. We went on one of their newest ship. I think it was the Horizon, and it was amazing. So much better than the ship we went on last year, which was the Glory. It had so many different food options. Just, it was so, so good. and I had so much fun on that cruise. I can't wait to go on another. We'll probably do another cruise next year as our like one trip, just because again, it's the most like bang for your buck and it's super relaxing. So yeah, that was amazing. So I know this is looking like a lot different on camera than it is in person, but honestly, I truly love this Laguna bronzer. I know this was like a cult favorite years ago, so I'm really late to the bandwagon. My next favorite product lately is gonna surprise you if you've watched any of my videos before, because I never used to be a blush person, ever. And now that I've tried this is the one blush I can say I love wearing, and it is the Nars Orgasm blush, which again, another like cult favorite from so long ago, but I just never really liked blush, but this one, I don't know, there's something about it. I just love the way my skin looks with it. So, and really, how many blushes do you need? You know, this is fine. I can use this all the time. I just like to do like a light wash. I don't even know if you can really see it on camera, but I already have a lot of redness in my skin, so that's why I don't usually wear blush. But this one has like a nice sheen to it because it's not completely matte. Let me try to swatch it for you. I don't know how well it's gonna show up. No, you're not gonna really, you can't even really see that at all, but I just love it. And I just blend that onto the apples of the cheeks, kind of. And I don't know, you guys can maybe see some of the color, I think. I can definitely see it, and I think it is so pretty. I absolutely love this. And then the next other favorite that I cannot put down, also from Nars, like I said, they have kind of taken over so many steps in my routine, and that is the Nars Fort de France highlighter. I think this is another one that used to be pretty popular. I remember some YouTuber that I watch, I want to say maybe Kathleenlights, she had talked about this a lot, and honestly it is stunning. I have not used any highlighter since I've bought in this one. I've just been using this one non-stop, so I really love it. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see it because of the lights, but it's just so pretty. I just truly love this. So now, this is another time when I will now set my face before I move on to anything else, just to add in some more moisture. And for that, I have been loving the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. Honestly, I've been using this more than like my Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. That one I find is just a little bit on the heavier side, I guess. I don't know if that really makes sense, but this one is phenomenal, and I love using it like step by step. Another thing while this is drying I could tell you guys is that I'm sure you've noticed, but my hair is different. I just recently got it completely redone because it had faded into this like not so cute color, and I wanted to go back to my natural hair. So this is pretty much my natural hair color. It just, I have highlights in it, and honestly I have never been happier with my hair. Like, I love this. It's going to be so much easier to maintain. The blonde I had was just hard, so difficult to maintain, and then I tried to go brown after being blonde for a while, but then the color just kind of faded really badly. It didn't take, but this time it's looking really good. My hairdresser told me that sometimes after you've bleached your hair, it'll sometimes take like 2 times before the color will stick back because your hair was just bleached. So I'm so happy with this. You'll have to tell me what you guys think, if you like it better like this or the blonde. I truly love this, and I don't think I will ever go like super light again. Maybe adding, like, I like highlights and having some of that, and maybe I'd consider like an ombre or something like that, but I just love how this is right now, so I hope you guys do too. So anyway, the next step is, after I sprayed that setting spray, I do like to go over my, just like smooth out my eyes because they do get a little bit creasy or like just some buildup, so I'm just going to smooth that over. And I still feel like the lighting is super light. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, we're going to move into my next 2 favorite products. Honestly, I was watching so many videos on both of these palettes. I am using 2 palettes today. And I ended up just going to Sephora and picking them up, and I'm so happy I did. I have never tried this brand before, but I'm so glad I decided to give them a chance. And that is the Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette and the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette. Now, I don't know why I never was really like super into these before, because I remember when they came out, but I feel like they weren't super talked about. I know Raw Beauty Christy loves the Gemini palette, and I got both of them because they honestly, to me, are like the perfect palettes to pair together. Let me show you them. So here is the Gemini palette. And here is the Smoke Sessions palette. So the Smoke Sessions is mostly shimmers, and then this is mostly mattes, so that's why I think these two go perfectly together. Honestly, I can't get enough of these, and the main reason I really wanted to try these out was because, for one, I have heard Melt Cosmetics formula is very good, but also because I find that like greens like this, and also like this type of gold, like the greeny gold, looks so pretty on my eyes personally. I know they look pretty just normal brown here, but they do have like some, they're not like just a true dark brown. So whenever I wear like greeny golds, I think my eyes look so good. So that's really why I wanted to pick these up. I'm sorry, there's like something in my eye. So anyway, I have been using these pretty much every time I do my makeup now, so, which it's not like I do my makeup every day, but I just really love these palettes. So I'm going to show you like just my go-to look using these palettes. So let me go ahead, and basically the first thing I do is I start with the shade Luna. So one thing that really made me want to buy this palette too is that they have a shade called Lorelei, and I don't know if any of you guys have seen the show. It's old, but Gilmore Girls, the mom's name is Lorelei, and I absolutely love Gilmore Girls. I'm actually in the process of rewatching the whole thing for like the 3rd time. So that was really what made me like solidified my desire to have this palette. So anyway, I'm dipping into that shade Luna on just a fluffy brush, and I just dust that all through the crease. This look is super simple. Most of my looks are. Because I am definitely your everyday makeup wearer, not really like super crazy off the wall looks. I just like to kind of flick that out on the edge a little bit. And I like to bring my shadows like pretty decently high in my crease, just because like when I open my eyes, sometimes you can't really see it too well. Let me try to zoom you guys in a little bit so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Alright. So yeah, I'm just going to do that on the other eye now. And I do like to kind of try to like drag this down on the outer corner a little bit, just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension out there, and we will deepen that up. Alright, and since I already did my like face makeup, I'm just going to take that shade Luna again and just run that all over the lower lash line. Alright, so here is where we're at with this so far. Honestly, these shades blend so easily. I mean, I literally can throw this look together if I'm not filming it in like 5 minutes. It's so easy. So the next shade I'm going to go in with is, I like to take a little bit of this Mochi shade and just put a little bit of that like in the crease area as well, just to kind of give it some of that green. And these shades do have a bit of kick up, but that doesn't bother me, but I'm just going to let you guys know in case that bothers you. Honestly, I'm just putting like the tiniest amount of this in the crease area, very lightly. I don't even know how much it actually makes a difference, but I like to add it anyway. Alright. So the next thing I want to work on is, I'm going to kind of deepen up the outer part with, I think with the shade Cupcake. Sometimes I also use this Fire OG shade, so I might maybe use a combo of those too. So I dipped into both, and we're just going to play with that. I usually just use the Fire OG. I know I said this was going to be like my go-to look, which it pretty much is. I'm just trying out some like different things. So another thing I want to tell you guys about is that I'm actually starting a second channel. I wanted to make a channel that was more just like lifestyle based, just because I think it'll be good to have a second channel for that. And by the time you guys are seeing this, there should already be a video up on that channel, so if you want to go check it out, I would really appreciate it. The first few videos on that channel I think are going to be travel related, so if you guys are interested in any of that, then definitely go check it out. I'm going to try to vlog my upcoming trip. I'm not going to make any promises, and you know, it'll go up on that channel, but I'll make sure to update you guys on here as well. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I just, you know, I love makeup and stuff, but I'm definitely not a makeup artist, so I think that's where some of my like frustration comes from, is that I don't have the same skills that a lot of other people do. So I feel like I don't know what content to create as much, because it's like you guys don't want to see the same neutral eye look, I'm sure, every day. And I don't really want to be just a strictly review channel either, because that gets to be expensive and there's no reason to put myself in that situation. So that's why I was getting a little bit frustrated and just uninspired, honestly. So, but I'm back, and I want to try to, you know, keep up with this channel as well, but I'm definitely going to be doing stuff on my other channel also. So it'll kind of give you guys two types of content if you guys are interested in anything lifestyle based, which I hope you guys will go check it out. It would mean a lot to me if you do. And also I want to say a big thank you to those of you who have not unsubscribed from this channel, because I know I kind of just fell off the face of the earth and didn't really say anything. So I really appreciate those of you that stuck around. It means a lot to me, it really does, because I truly do love making videos, and it's so fun interacting with all of you guys. So that's why I kept going back and forth on what I wanted to do with this channel, and I'm happy I'm coming back. I really am. I don't know if I'm going to be managing 2 videos a week since I'm doing the other channel too, but I'm just going to play it by ear and keep moving on. So now I'm taking those same 2 shades, Cupcake and Fire OG, and just doing the same thing kind of on the lower lash line, focusing a lot of it on the outer part and then dragging it in. Oh, and I totally forgot to mention, the name of that channel is just Rebecca Caitlin, but I will link it down below so you guys have easy access to it. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that actually. I have several videos I'm going to be filming right after this one for that channel. That's why I say the next couple videos on that channel will probably be travel based, because that's what I'm about to film. But anyway, I'm going to take that original fluffy brush and that original Luna shade and just kind of clean up the edges, just to, like, you know, just make sure everything is nice and blended. This got like way more smokier than I had anticipated. I guess the one complaint I'll say about both of these palettes is that there's not really a good brow bone or inner corner highlight. So I just used my Fort de France highlighter. Since I was already using it on my face, I can just throw it on the brow bone and the inner corner, which I will show you. But now we're going to dip into the Smoke Sessions palette for my favorite shade ever. And I'll show you that. And that is this Granddaddy shade. Honestly, I don't even have to spray it. Like, I don't have to spray the brush. I don't have to apply with just my finger. It honestly is so pretty. So I'm just going to dip into that on like a flat brush and just put that on the lid. I mean, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see, but it just, you don't even need like to spray it. I haven't even tried spraying it. It might look even better when you do, but it just looks so good to me like this that I don't even bother. And I kind of just try to blend that into the crease a little bit, just so there's no like harsh lines. And just kind of, when there's like basically no product left, just kind of drag to the outer corner just to kind of blend that all together. I mean, look how pretty that shade is. I just absolutely love it. I love it so much. These 2 palettes are honestly like the only thing I want to use right now. I haven't used anything else. And I even picked up the Too Faced Gingerbread palette around the same time I got these, because they brought that back. And I didn't get it during the holidays. And I don't know, all of a sudden I was just super drawn to it. And I have not really been into anything Too Faced in a long time. So I picked that up, but I haven't even used it yet because I've just been using these. And I love them. It's like hard once you find something you really love, you know? So that is what the lids look like so far. It looks super green on camera, but in person, it's more of like a goldy green. It's more green on camera, goldy green in person. So sometimes I even like to take just a little bit of that on the tip and just bring that on the lower lash line. It doesn't really do too much, but... So now, that is pretty much it for the eyes. Let me just go ahead and take my blender brush and just kind of... This corner is bothering me. This is always my problem eye, every time. Alright, so now we're going to just do our highlight. I'm going to take my Fort de France highlighter from Nars that I just showed you. We're going to put this on the brow bone and the inner corner. Since, like I said, those palettes don't really have a good, like, highlight shade for the brow bone. At least not for the look I'm going for. You could definitely use, like, here, let me show you. You could definitely use, like, some of these, like, lighter shades to do something cool, but for this look in particular, I just like to do, like, a basic highlight. Usually all my looks end up being pretty basic, but that's okay. I like to show you guys what you can do with these palettes that are more wearable. I'm just going to take a different brush, and I'm taking this and putting it on the inner corner, just to bring some light to this section. Now I'm just going to add my liner and mascara, and then we'll move on to the lips. Actually, pause that. Before I do the liner and mascara, I'm just going to lightly spray my face again with the Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. I told you guys, I like to spray quite a bit, like intermittently. Now we'll do liner and mascara. And I'm just using my trusty CoverGirl Katy Perry eyeliner and my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. I literally can't bring myself to buy any other mascara just because this one is so affordable and I love it so much that, like, why not? And then honestly, this CoverGirl eyeliner has really taken over for me. Like, I haven't even really been using my Urban Decay ones. I love this one so much. Again, super affordable. I don't even know if they make this specific Katy Perry one anymore, but I haven't checked because I haven't run out of this one yet, but such a good liner. So I'm just going to waterline, tightline with that, put on some mascara, and we'll move on to the lips. Alright, I feel like liner mascara always just totally brings the look together. I just truly love this eye look so much. You'll have to let me know what you guys think. I just love it, and it's so easy. Honestly, if I wasn't doing like a video, it really wouldn't have taken me long at all. 5 to 10 minutes at the most, and that's 10 minutes is like the far end, and that's just if I'm being like super precise. So I really love this look, and I hope that you guys do too. Now I'm going to show you my lip combination that I have been loving, but I'm going to try something different for the video. Let me zoom you guys out just to make it a little bit easier for you to see. Alright, so I have been loving the MAC lip liner. I love MAC lip liners. Honestly, I don't think I've ever tried any other, but I just love these. So this is the MAC lip liner in the shade Stripdown. And then I have been pairing it with the new Buxom Full Force Plumping Lipsticks. I've been trying to not use matte liquid lipsticks so much because my lips were just getting so dry. But I have been using the shade Goddess on top. This is what it looks like. It is honestly such a pretty shade. But I decided I wanted to try this lip liner with the Colourpop What's Your Sign lipstick. This is from Kathleenlights Zodiac collection. Really love these lipsticks, so I'm curious as to how they will pair. So I'm just going to fill in my lips and then put the lipstick on, and we will look at the final look. You know what's really funny is how, you know, as you're doing your makeup over the years and things change, you kind of look back and you're like, wow, why was I never doing this before? Lip liner is definitely one of those things that I used to do it once in a blue moon, but I never used to do it all the time, and it makes such a big difference. I really don't know how I ever wasn't doing this. So this is what the lip liner looks like by itself. It's very pretty. It's like a deeper nude. It's definitely not nude on my skin tone, but for someone with a deeper skin tone it would be more like a nude. But now we're going to top it with the What's Your Sign lipstick, since it's a lighter color. I already showed you, but I'll show you again. And we're going to see how that looks. I haven't tried this pairing yet. I think it looks super pretty. I also think a super nude lipstick would probably look really nice over this lip liner. I just have not tried it yet myself. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. You'll have to let me know what you guys think. I really love every single product I talked about today. These are basically some of my like go-tos at the moment. Like I said, I haven't been using any other setting powder since I got this, and I think I got it in May. Whenever it first launched, that's when I got it, and haven't stopped using either of these products. I highly recommend them if you're in the market for new setting powder concealers, or if you just want to give them a try. So yeah, honestly, I am so happy to be back filming. I really hope that I can keep finding some inspiration and I can bring more content to you guys, and I really hope you guys will check out my other channel. Again, I will have it linked in the description box so that you guys can get to it super easily. And yeah, for those of you, like I said, that have stuck around and haven't unsubscribed, thank you so much, and I hope to talk to you guys in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you go if this is your first time here. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!